Hello all, this is Darren, and some folks were interested in taking a look at my Guardian Fighter build, so I'm gonna just kind of show you Karlor right now. Karlor is my main Guardian Fighter. He's level 60, and he is a dwarf, as you can see. Hello! And yeah, so not everyone is a dwarf, but hopefully you've made your build somewhat like him if you want to kick butt. And if you haven't, then maybe after this you'll consider respecking, and maybe you want to try it out. But everyone's got their own theory, and not everything I say is golden or gospel or anything like that. I just do what works for me. So take what the bits of info, whatever you can, and use what you want. Anyway, let's go to my character sheet and take a look. Karlor doesn't have tier 2 yet. He only has tier 1 set, and it's not. He doesn't even have a full set actually. Well, yeah, he does. He's got Knight Captain set, and that's tier 1 set. As you can see, you can tell tier 1 and tier 2 is the difference between them by looking at the benefits. The 2 set benefit is the easiest thing to look at, that statistic. If you look at the 2 of set, equip plus 400, the tier 2 will be plus 450 on everything. So that's how you can tell the difference. Knight Captain's is tier 1. His weapon is nothing special, really. It's a brutal lizard folk scimitar. It's decent, but I'd really like to upgrade it. His shield is heavy archon shield. I think that's tier 1, level 2 as well. He doesn't have the gemmed underwear either. Most of his enchants, let's see, he's got a savage rank 5 in his belt, rank 5 in his ring. He's got a blue ring with a rank 7 in it. Silvery, even. Not in his enchants really suck right now. Really suck. Hopefully yours are better. And for his weapon enchant, he's using a Greater Plague Fire enchantment. That's more consistent of an enchantment than a Vorpal for this class, because a Vorpal really only benefits if you have a really high critical rate. His ability scores, if you want to take a look at that, that's his main ability is Constitution, and that's really high at 26. Strength at 19, Dex at 17. Here's how I spent those. You can pause the video at any time in case I run through any of this too fast. Of course, you can just pause the video and take a screenshot or whatever you want to do. I didn't go by any guide really. I did a little bit of reading online as far as how to build a Guardian Fighter, but not I didn't go by any like set build or anything. I just kind of went with what felt good at the time. And I haven't respected him since, and I've really kind of neglected him actually, because his enchants are sucky, and he needs some better gear here obviously, and needs to get those extra artifacts out in the snowy zone. But anyway, powers. Pretty much I don't switch them around too much unless I feel a need to do like pushing or things like that. Especially in groups, I tend to not ever use an ability, an encounter that will make mobs move around unless it's moving them toward me. Like there's some abilities down here like Frontline Surge, and there's some other ones. I think Bull Charge as well. Yeah, Bull Charge knocks mobs back, and that's handy in some situations, as well as Frontline Surge. That's handy in some situations, but generally I don't use them a lot in groups because they, like I say, they move mobs around, and typically there's a CW and in the group, and they don't want me to blast mobs and move them around. They want to keep them all centralized, and that's what I try to do when I play with Karlor. So anyway, first thing I'll do here is I'm gonna pray, and then I think we'll take a run out to let's see, what do I got on? These are all, I'm gonna go to Sharendar, I think, or Dreadring, just so I can deal with some like regular mobs rather than Icewind Dale mobs, because Icewind Dale is a kind of its own animal. I'm gonna pause the video now and restart it in a minute. So I'm in Dreadring now, and I'm gonna go just get the daily quests and kind of show you how I fight. Another reason I don't use those
Valindra ends here.
The cultists and
those
the army's protecting
abilities that move mobs around a lot is because they move them away from me, and I don't want them moved away from me. I want them close to me so I can hit them. It is handy with, you know, some situations, but it's really circumstantial. I mean,
would that we had killed Valindra. If our forces can take the core,
you know what I mean?
the Thanes will be in big trouble. They use the black onyx they mine there for necromantic rituals that fuel their undead armies.
You all seem to be under the chief reason Neverwinter Vanguard is here is to stop Valindra's plans to raise.
Turn off the NPC chat there. Okay. So let's ride out. Let's see. Gather necromantic wards from red wizards. Those bastards. So I like to taunt a lot. I taunt a lot even when I'm just soloing. So let's hit these guys. See, I only use the block attack when something big is pounding on me, or if there's some other big attack that's coming on and I'm gonna get hit by it. I don't go up there and immediately go into this stance and start hitting mobs with this stance, with the shift guard stance, because that stance is purely for staying alive, really, and keeping aggro and focus on one target. If you're running into a group of a bunch of different mobs, like I just did there, you don't want to go into that stance. You want to first see if you can line them up and hit them with lunging strike. And the reason I do that because when you hit the first mob, it's like playing it's like bowling. When you hit that first pin, all the rest of the pins get affected. So everything behind that first guy that you hit is going to get damage as well. So that's a good reason to use lunging strike, and you can use it from afar as well. So it's like 65 feet right there. It's listed 65-foot lunge. And then the enforced threat is the AE taunt, and then Anvil of Doom is a big damage hit, and it's generally single target. I'm going to run away before these guys attack me again because they respawned since I was talking. And then let's go up here and see what these guys do. And see how those guys are lining up. They're trying to screw me up on because my damn pet. But I try to line them up so then I can hit them, at least a couple of them, with that surge. See how they both got hit? Hit my taunt. That Anvil of Doom. Lunging strike again. Damn take out the guy that's drinking a potion. Lunging strike. Taunt. Envelope down. And if, I don't know if you noticed or not, but I hardly ever blocked. I didn't even block at all. I didn't use the right mouse button at all in that. That's really handy when there's casters, because it stuns them. It prevents them from casting. But see, like this group that's up there, the 4 mobs in front of me there. Now the big pain in the ass is that lava guy and obviously the red wizard evoker. But if I line them up like this before I hit them, the lava guy and the red wizard, and I think that servitor back there is probably not going to feel it. But if I do a lunging strike towards these guys, the first 3 guys are going to feel it for sure. So let's go do it from start. Let me hit my coin, actually. Hit my little bunny. And boom! Focus on the evoker. So you can keep summoning stuff. It is bad. Bad, bad, bad. And there you have it. And this is with tier 1 gear and crappy enchants. So I don't know. Maybe he's doing great, maybe he's not. I don't know. Maybe you are doing better than I am right now. And you're watching this and you're going, oh geez, Darren, I'm doing better than you are. Well, that's good. Share with me what you're doing, because I'm no expert. So see, these guys are pissed off. See how much damage they got right off the bat? So it's important, especially soloing, to line them up like that if you can, like bowling pins. Now in that situation, that would be difficult. So I'll hit them from the front. These servitors over here. Again, just like bowling pins. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. And that's it. Now, if you have a greater plague fire, great. If you don't, get a lesser one. And work on building it up as you can. Run some PvP to get tourmaline or tourmaline bars. So you can trade those in, 200 of them for a coalescent ward, and then upgrade your, work on upgrading that weapon enchant. That's always going to help. Weapon is like first priority as far as upgrades, in my opinion. And mine's shitty, because I've been neglecting Karlor, but let's see, I think from maybe this angle. When they're bugging me a lot like this, I like to use that daily. And the daily I like to use a lot is Villain's Menace. Smash the ground, damaging your foes around you. And it pisses them off big time. And then the other one I use is the Downward Strength. This one's kind of really fun, and I just, it's great for single target mobs that are kind of a pain in the ass but controllable. You can't use it on bigger mobs, like some of the mini bosses and stuff can't be controlled, so it doesn't really work well for them. But for the big pain in the ass mobs that are kind of harder to kill, this is great. And but not good for a group. I wouldn't use it in a group. And I have full inventory. Of course I do. Criminy. And I don't have a book to sell my crap. Damn it! Alright, well, I'm gonna delete or discard something so I can get that blue. But let's see. I'm not even following my quest out here. That doesn't matter. I'm gonna pause and then come back and sell all my shit. And we'll do some. Okay, so here we are in the Spire, and actually, to make things better and easier on myself, I'm gonna train this the companion here. Swishy did target, and put on my Ironstone Rocky, so I don't have to worry about my pet dying and me losing stats from my pet. It kind of sucks when your pet dies, and if you're getting any stats from that companion, when they die and you're in the middle of battle, if they die, you lose the stats they're giving you. So that sucks. If you're, especially if you're half dead already, and then your pet dies, now you're even more dead, or closer to death anyway. So enough of my rambling about that. I'm sure you already knew that. So I've selected my stone. Rocky's just a green Ironstone of Radiance. And yeah, so let's use him. I'm not buffed up other than just the campfire and him. There's 3 guys. Let's get him from behind. I don't know if that was good or if it sucked. I really have nothing to measure it by because I'm not like so into my Guardian Fighter that I have been in the forums and looking what other guys do. And I don't PvP unless I have to. I'm going to use the shield on this guy and try to weaken him. And they're dead. Oh, and I don't know if you ever talked to this guy, but he's a real jerk. And he won't help you. I'm going to flip my coin, pet my pocket pet. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Now, I can't remember if the Iron Golem is vulnerable to that daily, to this daily here, the Indomitable Strength. I'm gonna try it on him, but I don't think I can use it on him. We'll see. I think the first thing I'm gonna do is run up there and hit him, and then try to do use my artifact to increase the damage. So see if I can line up a few of them here, so that way the guy pounding and the golem will get some damage if I hit him in a cone like that. So I hit shift there because of his incoming attack. I saw that. See, when he draws back, you know a big swing is coming. That's when you block. See how I hit shift there? I'm just kind of tanking him with the shift. And I let off the shift and I use a regular attack. And I used that daily, and sure enough he was vulnerable to that. So that was kind of fun. Like I said, that daily's really fun. If you want to if you have any points in it, great. If you don't, well, consider it. It's a really fun one for those big pain in the ass mobs when you're soloing, especially, not in a group. Okay, so let's just keep going here. I'm gonna try to finish this quickly so it's not too long of a video. let you go out in Sharendar, but if you do go to Sharendar and you're fighting those little red caps, the enforced threat, just doing that within the center of a group of red caps, or those little little guys that run around really fast, I forgot their names. it kills them all in one hit. It's great. Especially if you got a potion or two in you. Now this is going to be tough because they're all in a line that I really can't get to, so I'm going to try to hit them from over here. Another point I wanted to make is use your daily. Use your daily all the time. I mean, there was only 2 mobs there, and I still use my daily on that bigger guy, because if you're swinging enough and you're fighting enough, your daily is going to build back up fast enough, and you'll be able to use it again. So don't save it for like that ultimate moment, because the ultimate moment is all the time. If you don't have the daily in a particular time, that's okay. Just fight until you can. But there's no need to save it. And I'll show you a little trick as far as this area too, this particular dungeon. I always kill those guys that are waiting for you first, and then I go to the right and get that book. And then I go over here and I get this book, because there's no one guarding this book. And then I go over here and I kill these guys. Remember your artifact too. Very effective. And those guys are dead, and I get this book. And this is another reason to not have your companion out. If you do have a rock, use a stone, you know, iron stone. So you just walk in here and you kill this guy without touching the book yet. Now you go and touch the book, you get it, now you've got all 4 books, and then that group of assholes shows up with that big golem that's a really pain in the butt. You let them go away, and you run, before they come back here, and before they see you, and you don't have to deal with them. Hi guys. Not gonna kill you. You can just have a nice day, and you're done with that. So now to the boss, and the cutscene of stupid, like we don't know who it is. So I'm gonna try to just keep this guy engaged so he doesn't turn on his stupid whatever it is. He's subject to that daily as well. That was kind of funny. He's done his, whatever the heck he's doing. Shift, because you see that attack coming. Swinging. See that attack? You can tell when he's going to attack. He's done his stupid thing again. Take a potion. Shift. myself. Daily. Shift. Off shift. And he's dead. Dead. I didn't even hit my artifact like as much as I should have in that one, but it was less than 2 minutes, so I guess I could have only used it once. Let's see what I get. Oh yes, Peridot. Excellent. Just what I wanted. So anyway, I hope this video has been helpful, and happy Guardian fighting. Bye!